Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world right now, whatever you're doing. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a blessed day, um, in whatever way that means for you, right? So we're back into some more Elden Ring. Um, Yesterday, I made a point of trying to get some gear and trying to prepare myself to get into the Shadow of the Erdtree content. Now, as of this moment, um, I don't have access to Shadow of the Erdtree on this character. This is a new character. And also at level 41, I don't really feel comfortable running Shadow of the Erdtree. I feel it's going to be extremely difficult at level 41. You know? Probably need some more stats. And one thing that's really going to help with that is going to be a farm area. So we're going to figure out how to get to the farm area. That is going to be if we go to the Rose Church. Now, yesterday when I was on, last thing I did before I got off was I came back over here to the first step to see if our friend Vare was still standing here at the tip. He was not. But he left me a message letting me know that, in the friendliest way, I am maidenless and therefore must come seek him out if I want to ask questions. So that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to go that way. We're going to have to seek him out. We're going to have to ask our questions. Because what's going to happen is we're going to get access to the Shadow of the Erdtree in a different way than what you would normally do. So normally, you would kill Margit, which I have done, and then you would you would kill Godric the Grafted, excuse me. You would kill Godric, and then you would have to defeat either Radahn or Rennala to gain access to the plateau. You will also need the two lift pieces, which one will be in a castle here for height, and then the other one is going to be in Caelid here at Fort Faroth. If you can get those two pieces, defeat two shard bearers, go to the round table hold, and then come back to here, where you can get into the Altus Plateau. Yay! Then after that, and this is the main way to do it, after you go here, then you have to defeat Margit so that you can set the tree on fire, and that will send you to the snowfields up here. And from there, you can, if you have the proper talismans, which would be found here in Albanaric Village in the swamp, and then the other medallion you would get from up in the consecrated snowfields, where you would have to do a side mission to be able to get to Melania, which is the Haligtree area. So you'd go back to the Lift of Rald, not the Lift of Dexis. The Lift of Rald on the other side over here somewhere. I'm ballparking here. It's a big fog. Then after those two pieces are collected, then you would go to the Lift of Rald, right? So you need to get 4 talismans, beat 2 shard bearers, and to go up 2 lifts. Oh wait, you don't have to go up the Lift of Rald. You go down to the Haligtree. And then you have to run around the Haligtree looking for a teleporter that will take you all the way back over here. And I don't even have the underground area yet, so I can't switch to the underground area. But somewhere around here is Mohg's Palace. Somewhere around here. I'm not 100%. It's somewhere in this bottom right corner area, right? So you get to that point, and then you kill Mohg, and then you have access to Mekhala. However, if you do what I've done, which is essentially, I have spoke with Vare, killed Godric the Grafted, and now I have to meet Vare at the Rose Church, where I'll have to do a couple of side quests with him, not too difficult, in order to get access to Mohg's ritual grounds, whatever the hell you call it. It basically gives you an item that allows you to seek an audience with Mohg. And the audience being that you beat the ever-loving crap out of him with the weapons you have at your disposal. And incantations, if that's how you roll. I'm not judging. I'm kind of judging. But not about incantations. More about spell users. We'll talk about that later. I'm not interested in. Okay, so we have this thing here, which I'm pretty sure there are lobsters at this one. But there is an item on here. All of these little podiums have items. But that's not what we're looking for. And see, you can even see the podium standing there in front of me. Isn't that awesome? Now, my guess says, and I've only got 16 runes, so it's not that important. There they are. The fucking lobsters. Now, there's two sleeping ones, but if I remember this area correctly, and I think I do, there's a third one in the back. And he's awake. Right there. He's awake. See, the thing about it is, if you kill that lobster in the back, you get an item that allows you to respec your character. That is, of course, if you went to Renala and defeated her and got her shard. And while her shard does not give us any buffs while active, it does allow you to change your appearance or respec your stats. So it's a very good one to have. I'm a little bit worried about going through here. I think we're safe through this front part because we cut wide on that lobster. Yeah, there's 3 lobsters over there are really mean. Just not really trying to have it with them. So we're going to get here, we're going to talk to him, and we're going to see if he has anything in particular to say that we need to do. If he tells us we need to defeat a second shard bearer, so be it. It'll be Renala.
Ah, there you are.
But if he allows me to...
The great room and had your audience with the 2 fingers at the round table.
Now see, if you do it the other way, you need to get 2 shards in order to get to Landell Capital.
Aha. Your intuition serves you well. My doubts
Tell him.
had been piling up.
Tell him that it doesn't seem natural.
The words of the 2 fingers cannot be trusted.
Whatever you say, Vare. Your words are a lot more trustworthy than theirs.
Illusions. I believe that when the Elden Ring was shattered,
I want his mask.
2 fingers were corrupted, their guidance skewed. Even worse, the fingers harbor no love.
I kind of like his mask. If you're running a bleed build, it's kind of necessary. His mask, and I believe Mohg's talisman. The Lord of Blood's exaltation.
I have a gift for you. Something fit only for the wise.
So now,
A means for
he wants us to invade people.
of the 2,
And this is going to be fun. Because normally,
won't you? And if it please you, may we meet again.
normally,
High hopes,
the way that I would do these is
lambkin.
the way he calls me Lambkin is so weird. So what I would normally do with these invasions is I would use the finger, invade somebody else's world, and then I would like wave to them or whatever, and then I would just sever my finger. You don't have to fight them, you don't have to do anything. But I've already got 16 runes. It's not like I'm losing anything valuable, right? So what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna try and actually handle some of these fights. Now, just in case, I'm gonna put the finger severer right here, and at least until we get done with this quest, invasion attempts, right? So those 2 things we're gonna put in our kit for right now. And at this point, honestly, might as well just use it. Near and far. Doesn't matter. I don't care if I lose my runes. Nothing matters. We're gonna ball out. So now we have to wait for this to happen. So how are you guys doing today? Yeah? Everybody doing good? Glad to hear it. This game is beautiful, though. The tree behind me in all of its majesty. Tempting to invade. Is it just reminding me that I'm supposed to be invading, or... I think the message changed to, like, joining host or something like that whenever you find one. So it should give me like all my potions and stuff back. There's a guy right here that I can fight. Oh shit. Yeah, I knew I was gonna have to trade for that one. But that lion's claw is really OP. You didn't see nothing, did you, buddy? Yeah, you didn't see nothing. Anybody else saw anything? No? Good. I'm glad we can come to the conclusion. That there's nothing to see here. These are good to have, though. Blood rose. Make, like, bleed grease and shit like that. Recipes are awesome. I do plan on going around and buying as many recipes eventually. I don't even know which recipes I like. I just buy them all, and whichever ones work, work. Come on, bloody finger. Take me to another world. Are you upset that I exist? Like, are you gonna do anything about it? Because I feel like I just killed your leader. Sir? And the turtle men have begun to descend upon me, and he is tracking me vigorously. This is fine. Don't do that. Hey, look, we're invading now. And we got those kills out of the way. Good shit. Now we're gonna go and make somebody else's day either worse or better. I don't know. Oh. Well, this doesn't look fun. Oh. Wait, what? Wait, what? I mean, I'll take it. It's a free rune arc. Either they saw me join the world and they killed themselves, or I just happened to join their world right as they were dying. This guy's not going to show back up, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. My game state should stay the same. Alright, so that is one. That's one summons out of the way. These guys' dead bodies just drop wherever, huh? Oh shit, that was immediate. Wow. Ah, off the storm bear. Oh. Yeah, they started a boss fight. That's okay. I should have waved. I'd said, hey, whenever I got there. Maybe they would have turned around and looked at me. Pay attention to me! That's 2 out of the way. I don't know. How many do I need to do? 3? I think. I hope it's not the full 5. I think it's just 3. Yeah, the fucking matchup was insanely quick, too. Those guys were due to get invaded any second. We just happened to get there.
There's no reason. The tarnished were spurned by great. You're loyal. Be sure to try. I'm quite certain.
Yeah, I mean, I tried the finger, right? That's not the problem. It's just that we have to do it a certain number of times. And again, I'm pretty sure it's 3. I'm fairly certain that it's a 3. We're just kind of waiting. Do 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 do. Whatever's in your pocket, buddy. Dude kept walking forward and scratching his ass. You guys see that? Attempting to invade another world. What's up, buddy? Nah. Get a biscuit and a 2-piece. What time of day is it? Oh, There you are, a little blue poisonous fox. Those guys normally have a bigger one nearby. Where's the bigger one? That's alarming that I can't see a bigger blue one. He's not hiding behind this tree, is he? That would be even more alarming, that he was that close to me. Hey there, little guys. You guys are cute. You guys just spit regular poison, or... Is it just regular poison? Yeah, that's just regular poison. Hey, buddy. We're gonna wait for that to dissipate for just a second. I'm just gonna... There you go. A little 2-piece and a biscuit there. Alright. Am I hungry? Maybe. There's a message down here. Hey guys. That was weird. Oh. Okay, so I did get your attention. Yeah, so here's the thing. Look at the reach he has. Oh, shit! Okay, he has more reach than what I thought. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck! Holy shit! Holy dill-pickled farts in a bag. Jesus Christ. Nah, bro. This is I mean, he's slow as shit. Now all I gotta do is worry about little guy. And as long as you're slower than me, that's the only thing. Yeah, damn. That first guy fucking mollywopped me with his big-ass hammer-looking shit. Like, yeah, damn. Hey, look, we're invading! Alright. Let's go! So this is number 3. Is this fucking Limgrave? Bandito, host of fingers. I mean, he should probably be about the same level in his everything as I am. It's normally how these things work out. He in the church? Is AFK in the church, man? Oh, this should be fun. What are we doing? I don't trust you. Come on, bro. You just added me as a friend?
That fucking rotation. Good fight. Nah, good fight, man. That was a good fight. I'm not even mad about it. That was a good fight. I feel a little bit bad because dude was just kind of chilling in the beginning area, but he just stomped the shit out of me. That's yeah. All right. Now hopefully that's enough of that shenanigans, right? Yeah, somebody added me as a friend. Pretty sure it was the guy I just invaded. Neto? Oh, he was somebody I invaded and he just jumped off and killed himself. I mean, he ain't even mad though. Like, some Elden Ring. I decided to stream a little bit of Elden Ring. Can't play the DLC just yet. I gotta wait for access to it. As it were, the monetary kind of access. I was just fighting that guy. Oh, my runes. They're probably... Yep, they're right here. Yeah, I invaded 3 people because it's part of a specific quest line to get an item. And the first invasion...
Oh, lamb.
The very first invasion I did,
I'm glad.
the person like died as soon as I got in their world. They must have fell down like an elevator shaft or something, or they jumped off as soon as somebody invaded their world just so that they wouldn't have to fight me. Which, to be fair, I've done that before. I have literally been in a match with TJ and somebody invades us as a low level, then I just go, TJ, just jump off, and he's like, what? And I just jump off and he dies, because if I die, he dies. Well, it sends it back in this game. So he got sent back.
So, what do you say, my lambkin?
Oh no, I fucking love it.
Yes. Who would have it any other way?
You guys are playing Ark.
Take this.
Oh, I want to play Ark now. Jeez, I wish you guys would have been on like 2 hours ago.
For your final trial. Soak the cloth.
No worries. I was on this morning because I wanted to get onto the server and everything.
Killing one's own maiden and recanting the wisdom of the 2 fingers. But since you are maidenless, the blood of anyone's maiden will do. The cloth is your final trial. The blood of anyone's maiden will... The cloth, the blood of any...
Okay, guys, so I have the cloth, and I want to soak it in blood. Now, you have a couple of options for this. So, flyers have a lot of issues with building indoors. So if you have flyers, you're going to want to like put them outside. They bug out really bad whenever you fly through structures or inside of caves. Yeah, it's just something I feel like y'all should know, because they do get a little bit buggy in certain areas, especially caves. So, yeah, My bad. I was talking. I got some other people that I joined for a party chat. I was gonna play Ark with them today, but I also wanted to stream some today. So I'm gonna stream for a little bit, and then I might go to Ark. I don't know. So here's the thing. The way I'm doing this is something that a lot of people aren't gonna be thinking about. Excuse me, or not gonna be thinking about early game. But there's a couple of different ways you can get this Maiden's Blood. So you do Various quest line. You go up here, and if you've been watching for any length of time here in the last few minutes, then you know what I've been doing is I did Various questline to invade other people's worlds and stuff like that. Did 3 of those, talked to him again. He asks if you want to be anointed. You have to soak cloth in blood. That's what I'm working on now. So, to add to that, there is a tower over here. It's a bell tower. I can't remember quite what the name of the bell tower is. Actually, I think it's like right up here somewhere. But in any case, you'll want to go to this bell tower over here in this area. Actually, here's the trees. So I'm pretty sure the bell tower is like right here. But anyways, in the very top part of the bell tower, there are 3 or 4 different little structures on the way up this hill. At the top one, you'll get a chest with a blue key. That key will open one of the portals. You can use that to unlock the portal closest to the chest, the one closest to the top. I cannot stress it enough. If you waste your key on one of those other portals, you're fucked up. But if you use that key on the topmost portal, the one that's closest to the chest, you use that portal, and it will take you back to it will take you back over here to the beginning area where you can get the maiden here to soak the cloth in blood. So, I'm sorry, I'm having multiple conversations here. But the first spot, like I said, you can use the portal up here in the bell tower, and it spawns you down here. This is the starter island. This is where the grafted scion that you fight is. This is the bridge. You go back up the stairs. You go into this church, and along this wall over here, there's a body that you can soak your maiden's cloth in. I do recommend going back to the beginning area, as there is an Ash of War. There's also something else here that I can't really remember off the top of my head. But this is you might actually be on Herbivore Island. It should be the island that's farthest to the right. Kind of looks like a crescent moon. Yeah, the art community calls that Herbivore Island, and it is a safe island. There is only herbivores there. There will be no aggressive creatures unless you attack them first. That is one of the benefits of Herbivore Island. We build on Herbivore Island quite a bit. Yeah, I think that's the only one it's on. Yeah, because the island, the original island map is a smaller map. It's just an island. I think there's a small outlets and stuff on the outside, but... So the middle of the map is different. But the crescent moon shape off to the right side of the map, that's definitely Herbivore Island. And if you see no carnivores there, that just confirms it. I think that Herbivore Island actually exists on multiple maps. It's just, it started with the island, the first map. The one that we're on, the center, is like a culmination of different maps. I think it has aspects of all of the different maps in it. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. But if you found Herbivore Island's a great place to set up. It's one of my favorites to build my first base. You won't get a lot of stuff trying to kill you. You can always ride a raft back to the main island. You can get water creatures and tame them. There's places where you can park your water creatures near the island. Like, you can even build out from the island a little bit so that you can create like a safe zone for your pets too. Hell, people create underwater bases. I've seen those. Yeah, Dillos are mean. Okay, I apologize once again. It's just there's multiple conversations. I may end this stream to go to Arc and then come back to this later. I don't think I'm gonna be able to focus unless I leave the party chat. And these are my boys. I kind of want to play Arc, but I am gonna finish this part first. So, like I said, Belfry Tower, take it back, home area. Come to the church where you started out. You'll notice this area as soon as you get here, all the way back to that body where you picked up a finger item from her. You can dab the blood cloth there. The second place that you can get it from is you can get it from the Bridge of Sacrifice over here. Right here, there's a girl. This is the daughter of Edgar, something like that, and he's in this area. Now, if you help Edgar, he goes back to his daughter. His daughter will be dead. You won't be able to dab the cloth if she's already dead. But I did not finish this mission. I ran in there, I grabbed the sword that has the lion's claw on it, and then I dipped out. I fucking left. And I did that on purpose so that she would still be alive. Now I can kill her and get the blood. Note that this will also make Edgar go aggro to you as soon as you come back here. However, this doesn't change things very much because whether you kill him here or if you kill him at the interaction up north, it doesn't really matter too much. You will have to fight his invasion eventually. So I literally don't care about that part. I don't think it really even changes anything that much. Now, if you don't want either of those options and you'd rather be a madman and run straight past a Church of Madness, or run straight past the Eye of Madness, which is a direct reference, I believe, to the Eye of Sauron, you can come up to this top right corner of Liurnium. Liurnium of the Lakes. You go right up here. This is the Church of Vows. This is the college. You go right over here. Here's an Erdtree. Just north of this Erdtree, you'll find this little structure here. This structure has an Eye of Sauron on it, which is going to cause madness buildup as you make your way up this mountain. There's a couple of ways to mitigate that. You can use the Mimic tool and move slowly. You can stick... My favorite method is to go straight up to this cliff ledge and then come in along the inside of the cliff ledge and rope back around. Whenever the eye blinks, which that's what I call it, it blinks, like the madness stops building up for just a few seconds where the eye just kind of stops working for just a minute. You have a moment to get close enough that the eye can't see you anymore. The eye can't see you, you won't build up madness. You can take out that eye and then come back through here. You're going to go through a madness village up here, and you have a way to get up to here, which it looks like this is the way here. It's been a little while since I've been this route, but I kind of know. Just gotta look around this area. You'll find a way up. I'm pretty sure this path is pretty obvious, though. And you'll go up here. I'm pretty sure there's an invasion, but if you just run straight past him, once you get to a certain point in the church, he despawns. You have to get a certain distance away from his spawn point, though, which is somewhere over here. So you're gonna have to basically run all the way to the church. When you get to this church, there will be a female here, a maiden, that you can dab your bloody cloth in. Those are the three main ways that I know of right off the top of my head, without doing any research, that you can get this blood. However, seeing as how I do not want to kill a madness eye, and I don't want to use the teleporter, I'm going to use this method, because to me this just seems easier.
Hello? Might I bend your... My name is the servants there. I can't be sure what it... I swear I heard frightful howling from all over. My good father secreted me out the castle, but decided himself to stay. He says it's his duty. As commander. I... I fear for Father's life. The servants are full of wrath, filled with hatred for every one of us. They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with. They haven't spared a soul. I fear it's no different at Castle Morn. Please, I implore you, would you mind taking a letter to my father? At the castle, my sole wish is that he escape, even if his honor should be the price. Please. I just want him to be safe. Thank you, dearly. Then please, take this. Deliver it to my father, who remains in the castle, if you please. Please, if you wouldn't mind, deliver the letter to my father at the castle. He can be stubborn, but I'm sure he'll come around. Please, if you wouldn't mind, deliver the letter to my father at the castle. He can be stubborn, but I'm sure he'll come around. Please, if you wouldn't mind, he can be stubborn. Why on earth? I do not wish to cause anyone harm. Father, please, be safe.
Okay, so as you can see, we killed the old girl. We got our blood stain on the cloth over here. And we're going to head this way. Okay, so we're back here because if there's an alpha raptor, if it's an alpha raptor, there's definitely more raptors nearby. There's a proximity radius, and there cannot be an alpha if there's not a lesser. That's how the game code is written. So if there's an alpha, there's most certainly more of them nearby. Promise.
You've completed your final trial.
They didn't.
And this, you are a formal inductee. A knight who will assist Luminary Moog, the Lord of Blood, in the establishment of a new dynasty. Now, give me your finger. This
Okay, I've been pretty distracted throughout this stream. We're coming up on an hour. I'm probably going to retitle this stream as just something like Lord of Blood's Exaltation or something like that. Or not Lord of Blood's. Blood Offering or Lord of Blood's Offering or something like that. I'm probably going to retitle this stream something to do with the actual quest line that I just completed. Because that's what we've done. We've completed this quest.
Clench your teeth or something.
Apparently he can sever fucking fingers with his mind. Alright.
Never forget that feeling of agony.
Oh no, I won't.
It is what binds you to Luminary Moog.
I won't forget the pain. But, also, maybe... Jesus Christ, that scared me.
Sweetest scream, my lambkin.
The whole sweetest scream bit, like...
Another thing. You should have this.
I did see that we had a mod section for Ark.
The new Mogwin with the power I've garnered. But you mustn't use. The meeting must wait until the Mogwin dinner. Luminary Moog yet slumbers. We must endure.
Okay, so he wants us to endure and hold off on using the Lord of Blood Exaltation.
One day you right, my lambkin? Ah, it is one day you will be right, my lamb.
I'm not worried about anything he has to say. Because... guess why? We're just gonna go ahead and use it. Right? Because what's the repercussions? Nothing. And nothing bad happens from using it. Nothing at all. Alright. So, we are here. Look at that. Ghost Glowwort 9 right there on the ground. Fucking beautiful. I'm pretty sure it kicks me off the horse here. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's nothing blocking the path, though. And make sure you grab that map. You see that? Make sure you grab your map shard. And make sure you come find your touch. Remember you touch grace, guys. Oh no, I can't. I can't yet. Let's go ahead back out here to where we can summon our horse again. Right? Okay. So you're seeing items out here in front of me, right? We're not going to go to those items because there's going to be some big things that are going to want to kill us. Right? So for that, our solution is we run right past them. Because that's what we do in Elden Ring. We run right past things. And that guy... the fucking laser beam that he shoots out, though... Alright. So we did that. Oh, shit. Past all these guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, when you pick up items, you pretty much get locked out of your shit. Are they coming? They're not. They're just going nuts at the bottom of the hill. So, this is where we are now. The Palace Approach Ledge Road. Right? You can go ahead and show this up here on the map. Remember, whenever you spawn in, you're going to spawn in here. You're going to go back up the stairs. You're going to grab the item here. That's going to be a map piece. You're going to come over here. You're going to grab the Dynasty Mausoleum entrance waypoint. This is just so you can get back here quick later on for whenever you want to run up this long-ass, ugly trail that'll lead you into here, which is going to... there's like a waypoint. Oh, it's somewhere over here somewhere, I think. But you're going to run all the way through this area. You're going to get to this area, and then you're going to go fight Moog to unlock the DLC, which Michaela's hand will be hanging so preciously from this egg in the back right here.
So that's what needs to be done in order to unlock the DLC. I am pretty close to that point, with the exception of I could not fight Moog right now. This would not be a good fight for me, okay? Just... And here's the thing. I think with summoning in other people, I could probably take this fight at 41. But I would probably need to summon other people. And with the way the leveling system works, people who are around my level are going to be the ones that are going to be joining. So it's going to be level 50s, maybe. Level anywhere between like level 35 up to like maybe level 55 or 60 that would actually join my game to be able to help me with this fight. So yeah, they might be a little bit stronger than me. And unless they're optimizing their build, they're probably going to struggle with it just as much as me. So it could be fun. It could also be very annoying, which is why I'm not doing it right now. We will worry about it later. I kind of want to get leveled up a little bit. That's the big thing. So for this particular spot, and part of the reason that I came here so quick, is we're gonna fast forward till nightfall, and see, everything I've done up to this point has been to get to two things. One, to Moog, to the palace, so that we can fight him whenever we're ready. And then also, this is going to give us the ability to do some farming, right? So we fast forward to nighttime because we're more likely to see people with the glowing eyes, right? And if we look around here, I'm not seeing anything with glowing eyes. I'm really not. But that's okay. You want to do this at night because every time you rinse and repeat, there's a chance to get golden eyes. Also, you can farm this entire hill, but the easier way to be able to do this is going to be to throw on a bow. Now we're at a heavy load here, right? So for as far as that goes, we can pop out the claymore. We're not going to have a weapon for a little bit, but that's okay. We stay medium load, right? Now, with the bow, this mighty shot, it's okay. Now there is one, it's called the enchanted shot, and it is better because it will track. This one, you will have to kind of play your position a little bit. But now, 15,000 runes, not bad. You get some pickled foot, and you run this several times. And essentially, this basically boils down to come here, grab that, gotta wait for the bird to get to the other side of the tree. Now, Mighty Shot, which is the reason I got this bow, is pretty good for covering this gap. And it goes just kind of straight to its target. Pretty good. Not bad, actually. And it will get the suicide bird to run off. So at 15k, another 11,000. Do this a couple of times, we've got good level ups right here. Right. I'm somewhere close to about 1 level for 10k runes, I believe. Yeah, 10-4. 10-4, good buddy. 10,419 runes that I need to level up. And at 26,000, I can level up at least twice, right? And from what it looks like, we're getting close to about 11,000 runes per, I think, was what we got. And you can just run this back and forth like this. And that's 11,000. Now, I've shown you how to get here. I've shown you how to do all that. I'm just going to have to wait for him to get on the other side of the tree. This is the most annoying part, really. Because you got to get here a little bit faster if you want to catch him before the tree. And it is kind of difficult to catch him before the tree, even if you are fast enough. Right, so he's dead. We come back. That's another 11,000 in pocket. Boom. Alright. Now, if he wakes up with glowing eyes, we have opportunity. Oh, am I going to make it? Nope. And that's why I don't shoot before the tree. Anyways. So, at about 11,000 per level, we can get a couple of levels out of this. And in fact, we're getting XP fast enough. Come on. There you go, buddy. Now, be careful, because sometimes you could fuck up his thing. And as long as he falls off that ledge, he'll be dead before you fully sit down. So it'll count. Alright, so I've leveled up a couple of times, or I've gotten enough runes to level up a couple of times. There we go, as I should say. We can look at here. I believe we needed 12 out of faith in order to use the Flame Cleanse Me, which I really want to use that one to go into the cave where there is a golden scarab. You throw that talisman on, and you get another boost to your XP. Now, while we're on the subject, we can take a moment to talk about XP, right? So you have this gold pickle foulfoot here. You can find some of these out in the world. However, it is easier to learn how to craft them. Now, when I say easier, I do mean you don't have to fight some people. Over here in Limgrave, this is the Church of Ella, and if you come along this way and go underneath this area, you can get to this spot here, somewhere in the middle. Now, you will end up having to fight the evil red man right here. I think it's actually an evil red female, but they give you the Reduvia blade, which is actually a pretty good bleed weapon, has a pretty cool Ash of War. And if you go up here, you'll get to see, can't remember, he's a samurai, I can't remember his name, but he'll spawn up here after you've defeated this guy, as well as he will join in the fight if you can last a little bit. I don't know how long it takes before he spawns, but there's a timer where he will eventually spawn. You can just run away. Opposite of that, you can actually just take one hit from the Reduvia blade, or take one hit from the invader, or you can hit the invader at least once. And I have noticed that either if you take a hit or if you deal out a hit, whether you deal the damage or take the damage does not matter, as long as some kind of damage is exchanged between the two of you, you and the invader, Yura, that's his name, Yura, will show up, and he'll come running in from the north. Unless you came in from the north, which you can do, there's a spirit spring here. If you're willing to go straight through here, you come all the way to the back, you jump on your horse all the way to like this back right corner. You can make that, I promise. You just might have to try to finagle the space a little bit. But if you hit that air spring, and then you can just run straight through here, and if you come in from the top, Yura will spawn on the other side, and the invader will spawn behind you after you run past. But anyways, after you finish this interaction here, there is a cave. Right around the corner, right here somewhere in this area, there should be an entrance to a cave. Now, this cave is where you're going to find patches, as well as several other lower level bandit types. Pretty easy to defeat. I have a method that I like to use. Anyways, you get in there, and you defeat patches. Now, you have two choices. You can kill him, get his bell bearing, and you can do the same thing with this method. You can do the same thing that I'm going to tell you, is just to craft a bunch of gold picklefoots, right? You can still craft those. You get the bell bearing. You have to bring it to the round table hold. And after you do that, give the twin finger maiden husk, give her the recipe. Then after you've done that, or the bell bearing, and then after you've done that, you can go purchase the schematic. I like to leave Patches alive because he gives you the bull goat's armor later on if you finish the Karya questline. And honestly, bull goat's probably one of the best poise defense ratings in the game. Like, hands down, that's probably one of the best ones. I can't think of one that outclasses it other than in minor ways. And those things are minor and different in their own ways. So each of them has slightly differences in different categories. But for the most part, the bull goat is probably the best overall. Where it may have some categories that's not the best in category, it will be the best overall. So the bull goat's armor is really good to have. Leave Patches alive. When he gets down about half-life, he'll surrender. Let him surrender. It'll still say boss defeated. You'll still get some runes from it. You'll still get all of your rewards and everything from it. It's just, if you kill him, you don't get the bull goat. So that's something worth keeping in mind. But if you get that recipe from him, you'll be able to craft the gold pickle foulfoot, and it will cost you, I think it's berries, which are really common, and then golden fireflies, as well as golden fireflies, as well as four-toed fellfoots. Four-toed fellfoots can be dropped from most birds, but they have a % chance to drop. So, for % chances, you're going to want to find an area with a lot of birds. You're going to kill all those birds, and you're going to try and get their feet. Some of them will drop them, some of them won't. That's why you're going to kill a bunch of them. Along this coast right here, somewhere after the church area, like there's like a way where you can drop down here. There's other stuff to fight on this beach that will indeed try to kill you. However, if you come down here, and you just kind of search along this beach area, along the edges, you will find plenty of birds. Highly recommend using a bow and arrow. With a bow and arrow, you can one-shot these birds, as well as you'll be able to hit them without them flying away. If you go in there swinging with your freaking sword, anything nearby will get scared and fly away. Same thing applies if you run in there with you know, your favorite Ash of War, like Rot Breath or something like that, like there's a good chance that whatever you don't hit is going to fly away. Yeah, you might kill several birds in one blow, but you're going to get less birds overall, which means less chances to get four-toed fowl feet, which is just going to hurt your overall run percentages. So you're going to want to kill all these birds quietly. You can use the Night Comet, Night Shard. They can't be detected. Bow and arrow can't be detected. I think some of the throwing darts and stuff won't be detected, but then again, some of them might. But also, are you really going to craft a bunch of darts? Like, you can buy arrows for really cheap and just run around this area shooting all this shit. So, right here is a lake. So this is where you get your four-toed fowlfoot, right? This is a lake right here where there is a... There is a we also had a random join our server at one point. Oh, why, what happened? It's a good possibility. Mortar and pestle is not that difficult to make, though. I think it's just like some thatch and stone. It's just weird because you're like, I know this is somewhere. I was because I got high. La da da. Also, while we're on the subject of farming, so four-toed fowlfoot's here, the golden fireflies here. They'll be all throughout this pond. You can go to a fast travel, or you can rest at a site of grace. Doesn't matter. Reset the area. Keep running these two areas over and over again. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure there's a third component that you need, and I'm pretty sure it's a fairly common component. I'm pretty sure it's something you get from like bushes. If I'm not mistaken, it's like the Roa berries. I think it's the third ingredient. But in any case, the third one's not that difficult to get. These two are the important ones. Four-toed fowlfoot and golden fireflies. So there are other places in the game where you can farm these things. However, this is probably one of the easiest ways to do this. Golden fireflies, really early, really close. And then right here, four-toed fowlfoots, early game, pretty easy to get to. Not a lot of stuff that you can run into down here. Pretty easy, right? Also, while we're on the subject of farming, right here, I was running around to cemeteries whenever I started this run. I was running around to these cemeteries like this. These are the same. These are the same. Right up here, this is the same. This is the same. So these are burial grounds. And in these burial grounds, you can find rune shards. You stack a bunch of those up. You've got enough runes for early leveling. Maybe not the best time to talk about that. I kind of talked about it on my last video, but I figure if you're trying to farm runes and you haven't collected these, go grab them. You might need the rune shards to upgrade a weapon. Like if you level up and use all of your runes, and then you're like, oh man, I'm all out of runes, but I want to hit level 8, or I want to hit my sword to +8, right? So you get something like that, you can go get those rune shards. But if you have the schematic, I would definitely say make gold pickle fowl feet. They're extremely useful in every way, shape, or form. Here's another. I actually need to go to this one as well. For the shards, I collect those things because if I don't have any runes in my inventory, but I need something, open the rune shards. They're so fucking useful. I absolutely love them. So yeah, but this is probably like the best way to handle it. For farming, go get patches, gold pickle fowlfoot, farm for the ingredients for gold pickle fowlfoot. Make sure that you check out every cemetery place where you can possibly, like, you zoom in on the map, you can see details and stuff, like the demi-human forest ruins. Yeah, the demi-human queen's also like inside one of these buildings here too. Like, you can actually look at the structures on the map and they will give you some level of detail of what you're looking at. Right here, this is a madness village. Notice how you got the darker colors, the lighter colors of like the purple and the yellow a little bit here in the middle of this green. So this is basically just a maddened village. And I think the color scheme and everything in the middle of this dense forest, in the middle of it, really makes sense. Because if you look at this over here, this is all overgrown and everything. This is around the demi-humans. There's not a bunch of lighter colors. There's just walls. Well, look at this one. There's a couple of houses, structures, lighter colors. Maybe there was a fire here. Like, look at this, yellow. This looks like a village that got burned down, right? So here's a tower, right? And without looking at like Everjails, underneath this symbol, which I think I have one that I haven't gone to yet. Yeah. So the Everjail, as you can see, little circle in the middle on a platform that's kind of recessed into the ground. That's what these lines mean, that it was recessed into the ground. So it's kind of dug down a little bit. They're the same style, right? And you can't see the actual puckering butthole in the middle. But look at this one. This is different, right? It is. It's different. This is more of a tower. See how it doesn't have a bunch of lines around the outside to indicate that it's been recessed into the ground? It's not. It's just got dark spots where the tower is just standing, right? There's even a rock right here on the back part of the house. See how all this right here, this is just like land structure to tell you like kind of the flow of the land. If you know how to read maps, this stuff is actually really easy. There's a tower here where you can get the turtle shell that I got. There's a pond right here where there's like a little dot in my crosshair. You probably really can't see that, but there's a spot right there in the middle, and that's where one of the turtle is for the entrance to this, and this is where you're going to get a talisman slot. Those are good to have, right? So some stuff you can actually tell on the map that there is something there. Some of these I just know from memory, but some locations you can really tell that there is something there, right? So, really long-winded in all that explanation, but again, the map was done really well. I absolutely love how this map was done. There's even, notice this is a tower as well. This tower looks different from this tower, doesn't it? This, more solid lines, this is a fully structured, no damage, this is a good, sturdy tower. Compare that to this tower we have over here. Lighter colors, no dark bolding on the outside. This is probably a halfway destructed tower. Even furthermore, you can see this over here looks like a structure, because it is. This is a merchant. There's a merchant in this shack, and also a bell-bearing hunter if it's the wrong time of day. There we go. More structures with a swamp. You get the picture. If you can't read maps, I understand. But this the way that this map tells its story is very well done, right? You can even see Erdtrees from a mile away. There's a mausoleum entrance here, and you can tell because it's bigger than what most circles would look like, right? Because most of the circles we've seen up to this point are like this, right? Where if I zoom all the way in, this is actually a little bit bigger than my cursor. I think this one, it's just slightly bigger, but it's actually relatively the same size as that one. Compare that to, say, a tower, right? Tower fits almost exactly inside it. Now these aren't like set things, like, right? Like everything's slightly different. See this darkened structure? Right? That is an artist shack. There you go. Path to an artist shack. If you want the items from the artist shacks, there's one. See? Very easy to read these maps. Just pay attention. You know, there's a church right here where I believe there's a girl, Anastasia, the corpse eater or something like that. She spawns in here and tries to kill you. So there's that. There's a lot of things that you can look at. I've really gotten off track here. I have completely digressed from my original topic. Am I right? So, as of right now, we have all the stuff we need for... I know what I was doing. So I was explaining all of that stuff to kind of help you guys get to a point where you can farm better XP. There is one other thing that I do highly recommend, and it is in Caelid, right? So, going to Caelid here, there's this structure here for the map piece, right? This road leads to Sullia, which is the town with night sorceries, and a very disappointing boss fight at the end. But also, this is Fort Feroth. There is a wall that goes through here. I'm looking for the lines where it comes out on the other side. Oh no, I'm right. It comes all the way here, right? So there's also a castle back here where you can get Lion's Claws and Ash of War. Really fun. So this is the firewall. Now if you follow this firewall, and I don't have the whole location marked off, but if you follow this firewall, you're going to get to this point, and I believe it's actually somewhere right here where there's a chasm that runs all the way up the middle, and it actually leads to a combat arena all the way up here at the top somewhere. But on this side of the ravine, you'll see the wall. And you come down a little bit to just under, and you'll come to somewhere around this area where there's a group of trees, there's a cave. It's a cave full of rot. If you can make your way through this cave and defeat the boss at the end of this dungeon, you will get the Golden Scarab Talisman. If you're farming XP, probably one of the most useful things you can have. In fact, I'm actually going to go ahead and mark this. I want to be able to get to this at some point. Also, if you're going to be fucking with all that rot, I highly recommend, over here on the area, where you can come to these 4 rocks. Somewhere within these rocks, somewhere in the middle here, there is a camp. It is a fire monk camp, and guess what they have? Somewhere probably in this area, along the backside of the camp, there's going to be a body, a dried up old husk with an item on it. That item is Flame Cleanse Me. Might as well throw on a talisman, am I right? Or a seal. Doesn't affect my carry weight load, and it's slightly better damage with the claw mark seal, so we're gonna go with that. I don't think that incantation scaling really matters so much for the Flame Cleanse Me, but there we go. Flame Cleanse Me. Does a little bit of damage to you. It's based on percentage of health, so it's not a lot, but it does a little bit of damage to you, and it removes poison and rot buildup, as well as cleanses the poison and rot. So if you need to cleanse that rot, go get this item. Like I said, right up here. Flame Cleanse Me. You know where the Turtle Prope's church is? Right? There's a pathway right here, Eastern Learning Lakeshore. If you can make it up this way to this forest, you go through here, you can go around the back. Pretty easy to find those paths. If this is difficult for you at all in any way, shape, or form, grab the map pieces. Right? There's a map piece somewhere in here, and I've already gotten it, but it's somewhere inside this area. If I'm not mistaken, it's like somewhere here, going off memory. But if you do all that, then you should probably get here. Get this incantation. I'm telling you, get it. Now, if you want the Golden Scarab Talisman, and that's what you're doing all this shit for, get that, and then come back to Caelid, find the wall, which you can find pretty easily if you just come in this way, go here, or if you come in from here, and I did a video yesterday, but you can basically just ride a horse straight through everything to the horse, or to the minor Erdtree, go straight past the dragon on a horse, and once you get to the Erdtree, behind the Erdtree there is a cliff and an air spring, right here. You hit that air spring, jumps you up here to the fort. Fort Feroth is like right here somewhere. My sizes and shapes might be off a little bit, but I'm accurate with my information. I came here to farm the Great Dragon Grail. If you come here to do the same thing, you might as well grab the map shard. It's going to unlock all of this area. Right? I think that there is also a map shard down here as well, but I'm not 100% sure. I really can't remember. But I do know that if you get this one, you can see the area right here where I'm talking about. Otherwise, you can follow the trail until you get here to the telescope and the finger reader, and then you go east and follow the wall. When you get to the point where you can't go any further, which will be here, where the ravine is, then you can make sure you're on your horse, because some of these rocks are a little bit of a far fall down. Maybe shimmy your way, Or just go back this way and come around, however you feel like doing that. But you got to come down this cliff a little bit. I actually think this might be a little bit further down. But you need to come down this cliff a little bit. And there are a bunch of branches. You make it across the branches. There's an Iron Maiden down here. Maybe avoid that. Maybe kill it. You live your best life, right? So, the best foundation... So, yeah, that'll be where the golden scarab is. Alright guys, so that's about all I really want to do today. I'll definitely be playing more Elden Ring and stuff, and I may even hop back into Elden Ring a little bit later on today as well, if the bug bites me. As of right this moment, though, I do have friends that are playing Ark Survival Ascended, and I just downloaded it again last night. I don't have Shadow of the Erdtree yet. It will be coming, so expect to see some of that content. This will probably be what I'm doing in most of my free time, at least for a little while. So, possibly come next week, I can take and get this character through Moog. Right over there, if you can see. Right over there. And we'll head over that way when we get a chance. But as of right now, I just want to farm up. I probably won't fight Moog until like level 100 something. But that's it for me today. If you liked the video, then hit the like button. It seems to make sense. And if you want to see more stuff like this, then hit the subscribe button, because that also makes sense. If you didn't, then, I don't know, dislike it. Leave a comment. Tell me that you dislike my content, and tell me why. Other than that, you guys have a great day. Peace.